The crowd inside Dodger Stadium was electric as the final out was recorded, sealing the Dodgers' victory and sending them to the World Series once again. Blue and white confetti rained down from the rafters as players rushed the field, embracing each other in pure euphoria. Fans screamed, waved their rally towels, and sang along to "We Are the Champions," echoing through the night air. This was not just another win, this was redemption, resilience, and the culmination of months of relentless hard work. Shohei Ohtani, the superstar who carried the weight of an entire city's hope, smiled humbly as his teammates mobbed him. His dual-role magic, pitching dominance and offensive firepower, had been the heartbeat of this postseason run. Cameras followed him as he hugged Freddie Freeman tightly, both exchanging words only they could hear. The moment captured everything: respect, exhaustion, and fulfillment. The big screens lit up with highlights of their NLCS journey, every home run, every strikeout, every defensive gem replayed as the crowd cheered louder with each moment. The chants of "Let's go Dodgers" rolled through the stands like thunder. Families in blue jerseys hugged, strangers high-fived, and for a moment, Los Angeles felt united through baseball. When the trophy presentation stage was rolled onto the field, the atmosphere reached another level. Players gathered near the mound, still in disbelief that they had finally conquered the league once again. The commissioner's trophy gleamed under the stadium lights, symbolizing triumph and legacy. The announcer's voice boomed, calling the Dodgers to center field for the official presentation. Dave Roberts, the Dodgers manager, was the first to take the stage. His face was lit with pride as he addressed the crowd. "This team never gave up," he said, his voice slightly breaking. "From April to tonight, every guy in that clubhouse believed." His words drew massive applause. Roberts lifted the trophy high, and the fans responded with deafening cheers that shook the stands. The camera zoomed in on Ohtani, who was standing slightly to the side, smiling modestly but clearly emotional. His teammates urged him forward, chanting his name. He stepped up, waved, and the fans erupted again. Ohtani took the microphone for a brief moment, thanking his teammates, the staff, and the fans for their support. His message was simple: "We did this together." Mookie Betts stood next, grinning ear to ear. "It's not easy to win in this league," he said. "But we trusted each other, stayed focused, and here we are." The crowd roared again, the energy unbroken. The veterans, the rookies, the bullpen, everyone had their moment under the spotlight. The emotion was raw, the joy uncontainable. Freddie Freeman, calm and composed, lifted the trophy with a grin as his teammates showered him with champagne. "This," he said, pointing toward the cheering fans, "is why we play." The fans responded with thunderous applause, and chants of "MVP! MVP!" echoed throughout the stadium for him and Ohtani alike. In the dugout, some players sat quietly, soaking in the moment. Rookie sensations like Miguel Vargas and Bobby Miller were wide-eyed, realizing the magnitude of what they had accomplished. For them, this was the dream every kid imagines, winning under the bright lights of October. The television broadcast cut to slow-motion clips: Ohtani's clutch home run in Game 4, Betts' diving catch in the gap, Freeman's RBI double that sealed Game 6. Every play was a thread in the story that led to this night. The graphics flashed. Los Angeles Dodgers, National League champions. On the field, champagne bottles popped open one after another. The smell of victory, a mix of sweat, grass, and celebration, filled the air. Reporters weaved through the chaos, trying to get interviews as players laughed, danced, and sprayed each other relentlessly. Ohtani, usually reserved, joined in the fun, spraying champagne over Betts' head while cameras captured every second. Fans stayed in their seats, not wanting to leave. The Dodgers anthem blared as the team waved to the crowd, taking a slow lap around the field. Many players carried their kids in their arms, waving tiny Dodgers flags. The unity between players and fans was almost tangible, a shared heartbeat pulsing through every cheer. Behind the scenes, the clubhouse turned into a wild party. Plastic sheets covered the lockers, and the celebration began in full swing. Music blasted as players danced, shouted, and toasted to each other. "We're not done yet," yelled Ohtani, echoing what every player felt. This was a milestone, but not the end goal. Reporters later revealed that Ohtani's Game 4 performance, 3 home runs and 7 strikeouts, had been one of the most dominant two-way performances in postseason history. Analysts debated whether he had just secured another MVP title. The statistics were mind-blowing, but what fans remembered most was his calm smile after every big play. Freddie Freeman, soaked in champagne, took a moment to reflect with the media. "People doubted us when we hit rough patches," he said. "But look at us now. This is the power of belief." His statement captured the essence of this Dodgers season: resilience in the face of adversity. Clayton Kershaw, the veteran who had seen it all, received one of the loudest ovations when his name was announced. Though he hadn't pitched in the series, his leadership and presence were invaluable. As he held the trophy for a photo, fans chanted his name, honoring the years of dedication he'd given to the team. The team owners and front office staff took the stage next, smiling proudly. "This is for Los Angeles," said team president Andrew Friedman. "For every fan who believed through thick and thin." The crowd responded with chants of "LA, LA, LA," echoing through Chavez Ravine. As fireworks exploded above the stadium, the players lifted the trophy one more time for a group photo. Ohtani stood in the center, his expression a mix of joy and calm focus, already thinking ahead to the World Series. His journey from Japan to MLB superstardom had come full circle, and tonight, he stood at the pinnacle of American baseball. Back on the broadcast, analysts marveled at how the Dodgers managed to blend star power with teamwork. Every player contributed, from the bullpen to the bench. It wasn't just about talent, it was about chemistry, preparation, and leadership. Fans around the world flooded social media with messages of support. Hashtags like #DodgersWin and #OhtaniMagic trended globally within minutes. Clips of the celebration spread across platforms, reaching millions. Even rival teams congratulated the Dodgers for their historic win. In the post-game interviews, Ohtani reflected briefly, "I'm proud, but the job isn't finished." Those words became an instant headline, a statement that showed his determination to chase the ultimate goal, the World Series title. Veterans reminded the younger players that this was a night to remember, one that would stay with them for the rest of their lives. The sounds of laughter, cheering, and celebration carried through the clubhouse well past midnight. As the stadium lights dimmed, only a few fans remained, still taking pictures, still smiling. For them, this night was more than a win, it was history. A story they would tell their children, a night when their heroes conquered the league. The Dodgers' NLCS victory wasn't just another chapter in the franchise's storied legacy. It was a statement, a declaration that the blue blood of Los Angeles still runs deep, that their dynasty is alive and well. From the moment spring training began, critics doubted whether this team could come together under pressure. But they did, stronger, tighter, and hungrier than ever. Every setback had shaped them, every challenge refined them. As the team bus left the stadium later that night, fans lined the streets waving flags and cheering. The players waved back, some still holding champagne bottles, others FaceTiming family members to share the moment. In homes across Los Angeles, people stayed up late, replaying highlights and interviews. Sports bars erupted with chants, car horns echoed through downtown, and the city glowed in blue. For the Dodgers, this was about more than baseball. It was about belief, about what happens when talent, trust, and teamwork collide. They had reclaimed the National League crown, and the entire baseball world was watching. Shohei Ohtani's journey, from his first MLB appearance to leading the Dodgers to the World Series, had now become one of the greatest modern sports stories. His composure, humility, and sheer brilliance had turned him into a legend in both Japan and the United States. As dawn approached, reporters and analysts reflected on the night's events. "This team has everything," one commentator said. "Star power, leadership, and a hunger that can't be taught." It was hard to disagree. The stage was set for the next chapter, the World Series. The Dodgers had proved they could overcome pressure, criticism, and fatigue. Now, they aimed for immortality. For now, though, the night belonged to them, the 2025 National League champions. The roar of the crowd, the shine of the trophy, the laughter of teammates, all etched into history. This was Los Angeles' moment. A city of stars, now shining brighter than ever, with a team that never stopped believing. And as the confetti settled and the echoes of celebration faded, one truth remained clear: the Dodgers were built for glory, and their story was far from over.